Rich Thomas Weather Network, brought to you by these fine sponsors. Hear Rich's forecast hourly on these Blue Water Broadcasting radio stations.
Hey, good morning, everybody. Thanks for joining me on this special Sunday video on this last day of April as I update you on the severe weather scenario, which has gotten more complicated in that we used to think that there would be one round of severe weather late tonight and in through the overnight hours with watches and warnings. Now it appears there may be a second round of severe weather. In other words, maybe some warnings in the state later on this afternoon and into the early evenings, followed by a second round perhaps in the overnight hours. It's very complicated. And then another question is, how will round one affect the atmosphere for round two? So let me set the table for you and we'll get into the graphics here and try to untangle this for you this morning. Now the Storm Prediction Center has entered a enhanced risk of severe weather in west central and southwest Alabama based on ongoing activity in Mississippi. That's where the greatest threat of tornadoes will be. But even in the slight risk and the marginal risk area, there is a tornado threat as well today. And this will be updated 3 other times today. At 7 o'clock tonight, the frontal system is over around the Mississippi River with strong storms through Mississippi and through parts of Alabama. 1 o'clock in the morning, the front makes it to about the Mississippi-Alabama line, moving on eastward through the overnight hours, reaching central Alabama, I should say, at 7 a.m. tomorrow morning and moving on eastward. Now, this is future radar. Future radar showing 2 rounds of severe weather, one that begins this afternoon and another one that continues in through the late evening hours and the overnight hours tonight as the storms continue moving eastward out ahead of the front. Here's a couple of radar snapshots. This is 2:30 in the afternoon. Some of those storms in west central and southwest Alabama could be severe. Some could be producing tornadoes at that hour, so there could be warnings then. And then that particular area moves off to the northeast, and notice a new line of showers and storms, some of which could be strong to severe, developing in east Alabama at the 4:30 hour. At 7 o'clock, they're clustered along the Mississippi-Alabama line, moving on eastward, and that could be our nighttime activity as we go through the next several hours. So we're talking about a multi-round event, the afternoon and evening event, followed by perhaps a secondary late night, early morning event with damaging wind gusts possible and a few tornadoes. And closely monitoring any changes that happen during the day. We'll keep you up to date, and you can follow me on Twitter, follow me on Facebook for all the latest information, plus on your weather app. Now, this is another storm system later in the week. I'm not going to worry about that one right now, but that could be another big deal storm system later on. Potential rainfall, when you put the two together, could be significant, and we need the raindrops, so that'll be a good thing with the European showing the storm system tonight and the storm system Wednesday night into Thursday, followed by a big cool down back behind it. But we'll worry about one thing first, and that would be this storm system we're dealing with today. We hope you've already downloaded our weather app for your smartphone or your tablet. It's going to be so useful to you today, tonight, and this week. It will automatically alert you to watches and warnings for your location, both visually and an audio alert, plus radar, future radar, hourly forecast, and access to these videos, and a whole lot more, too. Get it on your phone today if you haven't. Go to the App Store, search Rich Thomas Weather. Pass the word to your friends. Sadly, the death toll in Texas has now grown to 7 following a round of tornadoes from this storm system late yesterday afternoon and into the evening. Besides your weather app, which will give you an audio alert, I don't know how heavy of a sleeper you are. That may not wake you up. I don't know how loud your phone is, but you also should have your weather radio in the alert position because it's like a smoke alarm. It can wake you up during the night when there's watches and warnings, and it's very important to have more than one way to get a severe weather warning. We'll keep you up to date as best as we possibly can with social media updates as well. Plus, of course, on your weather app, that's where you're going to get the blogs, and that's where you're going to get the latest information as far as watches and warnings automatically for wherever you are. Have a good day today. I'll try to push out a video tomorrow morning, but that depends on if there's ongoing severe weather during the hours where I normally produce a weather video. You follow me? All right, we'll get through this. I'll see you later.
Rich Thomas Weather.